Have you ever felt like your anger was a raging fire that made you lose control and say or do things you later felt bad about? We've all had times when our anger erupted like a fierce blaze, scorching our reason and clouding our judgment. But is there a way to control that fire and turn it into a warm light instead of a destructive flame? Let's look at the life of Marcus Aurelius, the great ruler and Stoic philosopher who had to deal with a lot of stress while running the Roman Empire. In his reflections, Marcus Aurelius said that we can't change what happens to us, but we can change how we react to it. This quote became his driving principle and helped him keep a calm mind through hard times. But how can we modern people use his lessons to control our anger? Stoicism isn't just an old idea, it's also a useful way to deal with strong feelings like anger. If we can learn to accept, forgive, and be thankful, we can use our anger to grow as people and find inner peace. Have you ever thought about why it's so easy to get angry, or why the things you say and do when you're angry often end badly? Take a moment to think about how true strength lies in not letting anger control you. When you control your emotions, you not only stay sane, but you also become more patient and self-disciplined. This patience helps you avoid making mistakes you'll later regret and builds a more peaceful life. In this video, we'll look at the principles of Stoicism to help you control and overcome anger. Don't miss a message. Each one can make a big difference in your life. Join me on this journey to learn how to never be angry again. Comment "journey" if you're ready to start a meaningful journey today. Number 1. Managing your anger for peace of mind. Anger is one of the strongest and hardest emotions to control. When someone hurts us or we see injustice, our first response is often anger. This is normal. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher and emperor, once said, "It is not events that bother us, but our interpretation of their significance." This means that anger doesn't come from events, but from how we react to them. But if we don't learn how to control it, anger can have serious effects on our mental and physical health. When we're angry, our bodies release stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which can cause high blood pressure, a fast heart rate, and other health problems. Also, anger makes it easy to make bad choices and hurt other people. So how can we get rid of anger and keep our peace of mind? First, we need to accept that anger is a normal part of being human and shouldn't be avoided. As one of the great Stoics put it, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you deal with it." Acceptance helps us understand why we get angry and handle it better. The second is to forgive. Forgiving others is important, but it's also important for us. When we forgive, we let go of our anger and hate. Forgiveness doesn't mean agreeing with wrongs. It's a way to free ourselves from negative emotions that hold us back. When you forgive, you choose the path of inner peace and freedom. Finally, being grateful is a powerful way to deal with anger. When we focus on the good things in life, the bad things don't affect us as much. Robert Emmons, a famous psychologist, has shown that being thankful can improve your mental and physical health, as well as your relationships with others. When you feel angry, try thinking about what you are thankful for. This will help you stay calm and avoid getting caught up in the whirlwind of anger. To use a real-life example, when you are at work and your coworkers criticize you, you can accept it as a chance to improve yourself instead of getting angry. Getting better. You should forget about the mean things your coworkers said and be thankful that they helped you see where you could improve. Have you ever thought about why some people can stay cool when things get tough? Some people can keep their cool when they're angry, but those who know how to control and transform their anger can use it as a powerful tool for personal growth. You can choose how to react to anger and let it lead you to a more peaceful and balanced life. Try these techniques and see the difference in your life. Being able to control our anger not only helps us stay calm, but it also leads to personal growth and mental peace. Stoicism tells us that we can get over our anger and find peace in our lives by accepting, forgiving, and being thankful. Number 2. Self-control and waiting your turn. Real strength. Have you ever felt like a fire was about to go off when life threw you a curveball? A careless word, Action or injustice can easily make you angry, but have you ever wondered if letting out your anger really makes you stronger, or if it just makes your soul more unstable and agitated? This is what the Stoics say. True strength doesn't come from getting back at someone right away. It comes from being able to keep your cool and not let your anger take over. We were even more sure of this philosophy when Emperor Marcus Aurelius told us that waiting is the best weapon we have against anger. Having self-control and patience not only helps us stay calm, but it also shows that our soul is strong and mature. For example, if someone cuts you off on the highway, your first reaction might be anger and the desire to fight back. But if you can take a deep breath, stay calm, and control your emotions, you will not only avoid a fight that isn't necessary, but you will also protect the peace of your soul. Have you ever asked yourself if your anger really solves the problem or just makes it worse? To keep our self-control and patience, we need to practice simple but effective habits. First, always keep in mind that we can't control what other people do, but we can control how we respond to them. By focusing on controlling ourselves, we build strong self-control over time. Another way is to practice meditation and deep breathing. When you're feeling stressed, taking a few minutes to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and slowly exhale can help you calm down and think more clearly. This not only helps reduce stress, but also helps you keep your cool in any situation at work. For example, if a coworker criticizes you unfairly, try listening and seeing things from their point of view instead of getting angry. This not only helps you stay calm, but also leads to a constructive and positive conversation. Think about the last time you were mad at work. Did your anger help you solve the problem better, or did it just make things worse? We also need to learn to accept that things happen that are out of our control. Accepting that life does not always go according to our plans helps reduce anger and disappointment. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Accept everything that happens because it is destined by nature." This does not mean we accept every injustice without fighting back. Rather, we choose our battles wisely, conserving our inner strength for what truly matters. For example, when you encounter a stressful traffic situation, instead of letting anger control, you try to objectively assess the situation. Perhaps the other driver is having a bad day, or maybe they are simply not paying attention. By seeking reasonable explanations and staying calm, you not only avoid stress, but also maintain inner peace. Finally, try focusing on the positive aspects of life when you feel angry. Take a moment to think about what you are grateful for. This not only helps soothe the anger, but also helps you view things from a different, more positive perspective. By practicing gratitude, we can transform negative emotions into motivation to improve ourselves and the world around us. In conclusion, real strength doesn't come from being able to react right away to every problem. Real strength comes from being able to stay calm and in charge of our feelings. By practicing patience and self-control, we not only deal with anger better, but we also make our souls stronger and more mature. Try putting these ideas into practice every day and see the positive changes they make. Only when we learn to control our anger can we find true peace and inner strength. Do you agree with this view of Stoicism? Comment on self-control and patience if you have learned the lesson for yourself. Number 3. Emotional knowledge is the key to keeping your temper in check. Have you ever thought about how some people can stay cool when things get tough? Some people lose control quickly. The key is emotional intelligence, which means being able to understand and control your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Having emotional intelligence is important for keeping your cool and controlling your anger. Emotional intelligence is more than just being aware of your feelings. It also means knowing how to handle them well. Marcus Aurelius said that a strong person is one who can control their feelings. This means that when we're angry, we shouldn't let our emotions decide what we do, but instead, we should learn how to handle them well. Emotional intelligence helps us control our impulses and respond with calm and thoughtfulness instead. For example, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus had a difficult life but always kept his cool and emotions in check. Epictetus was a slave, but he didn't let his situation affect how he felt. Instead, he worked on being emotionally intelligent and in charge of his feelings. He said that what counts is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Epictetus turned problems into chances to learn and grow by using his emotional intelligence. If you get a critical email from a coworker, your first reaction might be anger and the desire to respond right away. But if you take a moment to calm down, take a deep breath, and think about it, you can choose a different response, like replying calmly and constructively. By doing this, you not only show that you are professional, but you also show that you have high emotional intelligence. To develop emotional intelligence, we must first be aware of our emotions. Figuring out where our emotions come from helps us understand them better and better manage them. For example, if you know that your anger comes from feeling ignored or unappreciated, you can deal with those issues instead of letting your anger take over. You can also practice gratitude and empathy. When you enjoy the good things in life, the bad things don't bother you as much. Being empathetic means you can understand and share other people's thoughts. Try putting yourself in someone else's shoes and asking them why they are acting this way. This will help build trust and reduce conflict. This not only helps you understand why they did what they did, but it also helps you answer more calmly and thoughtfully. For example, when dealing with a difficult customer, instead of getting angry and negative, try listening and understanding their problems. With this method, the problem is fixed, and the interaction with the customer gets better. Meditation and deep breathing are two other methods that can help. When you're angry, meditation can help you stay in the moment and get rid of bad thoughts. At the top of the rise, close your eyes and take a big breath in. This will calm you down and help you think more clearly. Not only does emotional intelligence help us control our anger, it also makes our relationships with others better and our mental health better. Take these tips and use them in your daily life to see how they change things, my friend. Emotional intelligence is the key to a peaceful and balanced life. When we know how to handle our feelings well, we become stronger and can be a source of inspiration and comfort to those around us. Don't let your anger control you. Emotional intelligence will do that. Only then can we truly live with peace and inner freedom. Number 4. Getting better by letting go of anger. Anger that isn't under control can get in the way of personal growth. A wise person named Seneca once said, "Anger is a short madness. When we are angry, we not only can't think straight, but we also act without thinking, which can have bad results." What do you think if you live in anger and resentment every day and never really feel happy? Over time, these feelings of anger build up and make you feel heavy, tired, and stressed. This not only hurts your mental health, but also stops you from moving forward at work and in life. Have you ever wondered if your anger really helps you or just makes things worse? Are you sure you know the answer? Let us know what you think in the comments part below. Instead of getting angry, let's learn to let go. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Remember that nothing outside of your own mind can hurt you. When we let go of our anger, we shed mental weight." Setting the stage for personal growth. Letting go doesn't mean giving up when things aren't fair. It means choosing how to respond in a smart and helpful way. For example, when you're criticized unfairly at work, try to see the situation from a positive angle instead of getting angry and responding badly. If you shift your focus from anger to personal development, you not only get over your anger but also become stronger. This is because you can only control your thoughts and actions. When we shift our focus from anger to personal development, we not only get better at controlling our emotions but also get better at life. One good way to become more resilient is to ask yourself questions that help you see things from a different point of view. For example, what can I learn from this situation, or how can I use this experience to grow? These questions not only help you get over your negative feelings, but also encourage positive and creative thinking. Also, show thanks and empathy. When you are thankful for the good things in your life, bad things don't affect you as much. Having empathy for others helps you understand and share their feelings, which lowers stress and conflict. Try putting yourself in their shoes and asking why they did what they did. This will not only help you understand their actions better, but it will also help you respond more calmly and thoughtfully. Managing our anger not only helps us keep our peace of mind, but it also leads to personal growth and inner peace. Stoicism tells us that we can live a more peaceful and satisfying life if we let go of our anger and work on improving ourselves. Let calmness and emotional intelligence guide you, because that's the only way to find our inner strength and resilience, which opens up new opportunities for personal growth. Number 5. Once you have good relationships with other people, you will never be angry again. A good friendship not only makes us happy, but it also helps us deal with stress and anxiety. When we feel loved and supported, our thoughts calm down and anger shows up less often. Epictetus said, "Your happiness depends on your thoughts." When we focus on good relationships, we feed our minds with good thoughts and feelings. When was the last time you were angry? Was it because of a bad relationship? If you had honest, caring friends, would you have gotten angry so quickly? It's better to deal with problems when we have healthy social relationships. To get healthy social relationships, we must first learn to understand and listen to others. Marcus Aurelius said, "A wise man listens more than he speaks." When we really listen, we not only understand others better, but we also build trust and respect. Second, be thankful. Being thankful is not only a beautiful trait, but it also helps us stay positive. Try writing down every day what you appreciate about the people in your life. This will help you see that even when things go wrong, these relationships are still worth a lot of good. Another important factor is empathy. When we put ourselves in someone else's shoes, we can better understand and relate to their actions and feelings. This makes relationships stronger and lowers tension. Think about what you can do to help them and why they are acting this way. Lastly, keep in mind that making friends and building good relationships takes time and patience. Start with the smallest thing, like a smile, a hug, or a thank you. So, having good ties with other people not only makes our lives better, but it also helps us learn how to handle our feelings better. Stoicism teaches us that if we build healthy relationships and learn how to deal with disagreements, we will find inner peace and no longer be easily angered. Let healthy social relationships lead you to a peaceful and happy life, because we can only truly experience the power of peace and compassion when we live in love and support. If you agree with our Stoic principle, please leave a comment below to show your support. Number 6. How to live a simple life. How to get more by living with less. A British mystery writer named Agatha Christie once said, "To every problem, there is a most simple solution." This means that in Stoic philosophy, there is always a simplest way to solve any problem. Living simply doesn't mean giving up all of your possessions or pleasures. Instead, it means focusing on what's really important and getting rid of the things that aren't necessary that make your life complicated. As Epictetus said, wealth is not having many things but having few wants. By lowering our wants and making our lives simpler, we can find freedom and happiness. But how can we apply this philosophy to our modern lives? First, clean up your space. A clean and organized space can help you feel less stressed and think more clearly. First, ask yourself, do I really need all of this? What value do they add to my life? Next, make your plan easier to manage. In today's busy world, it's easy to feel like you have too many things to do. Learn to say no to things that aren't important to you and focus on what is. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not right, don't say it." By making sure our actions match our values, we can live a more honest and simple life. Mindful consumption is another important part of simple living. This means that we are deliberate about what we buy, eat, and drink. Do you find joy and purpose in what you are consuming, or are you just filling a void? Mindful consumption helps us value what we already have and make decisions that are good for our bodies and souls. It also helps us build important relationships. As Seneca so wisely put it, surround yourself with people who support and encourage you, and let go of relationships that drain your energy. In short, the art of simple living is to surround yourself with people who make you better. Stoic principles can help us handle the complicated situations in modern life with grace and ease. By clearing out our spaces, making our schedules simpler, practicing mindful consumption, being grateful, and building meaningful relationships, we can live lives that are not only simpler but also richer and more complete. Stoic philosophy teaches that by following these principles, we not only get over our anger, but also find inner freedom. Remember that nothing outside of our thoughts can hurt us if we choose to react wisely and thoughtfully. If we do this, we will never let anger take over. Use emotional intelligence to guide your life, and you will have a peaceful and happy one where anger has no place. Each day will bring you closer to true peace and happiness. If you think these messages are helpful, please show your support by clicking like and leaving a comment with your thoughts or questions about Stoicism or your own life. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends who are also looking for peace and inner strength. Finally, if you're not already a part of our community, click subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any useful videos we share in the future.